Good afternoon. My will to live has just completely disappeared on me. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. And I don't know what's happening with my bow, but here we are. Hair's a mess. Life's a mess. I don't know, just all of a sudden I feel like death and whatever. But y'all didn't come here for that. Y'all came here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, part 1, season 10, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to talk about their outfits because they ain't really talking about much else. Actually, they didn't talk about the outfits, but I don't care to talk about what they talked about. So, let me pull up these notes. We'll start with Cynthia. Her face was a 10. I'm giving her hair a 3. That side ponytail. Like, I feel like if you're going to have a braided ponytail, your hair needs to be of some sort of texture. She had her hair slicked down too slick for this braid. I wasn't living for it. The dress was a 9. I would have liked to have seen like a strip of gold across the waist or something, somewhere, at the trim of the bottom of the dress, something. But all red was like, okay, it's cute, but break it up just slightly with a hint of gold. That would have been really cute. Jewelry, meh. She didn't really have to. None of the girls really went out of their way with jewelry except for, one. And I'm going to get to her in a little bit. Nene, I'm going to give her face an 8 because they always do too much highlighting on the nose. Her hair is a 4, because I can never go past a 4 with Nene as far as hair. I think 4 is probably the best I could ever give her. But that wig did not look horrible. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bump her up to a 5. The dress was a 6 sitting down, but a 4 standing up. The fringe, she looked like Asia O'Hara on Drag Race, which I forgot to talk about. I guess I'll do that in a second. The jewelry, I'm going to go ahead and give a 6. It wasn't a lot, but it was appropriate for the, what she had going on. Sheree, we're going to give her face a 9. Her hair, a 6. I would have given her a 10 for just a cute, sleek pony, or at least a 9, but those baby hairs. I'm not finna sit here and do this with y'all. No. Why do you have a full division, a numerator hairline, and denominator baby hairs? I'm unable. And I won't. So, we're giving Sheree a 6 for the fact that the numerator is sleek, it was beautiful, the ponytail was pulled back, it was everything. The denominator, the baby hair started right at the eyebrow and came down to the neck. It's a no. It's a no for me. Let's see. And the dress. Let's talk about the dress. The dress was none other than a sweatsuit in dress form. Did y'all see it? It was a sweatsuit. Like, it was a pink, it had the Gucci across the waist. But it was like velour. It was like, not velour. It was on the, in the velour area, the velvet, but not quite like sweatsuit apparel. And I'm like, ma'am, all season you've been doing sweatsuits. Give us garments at the reunion. Candy, face was beat. It's a 10 for me. Hair, 10 for me. Dress, 8. It was too strappy in the chestular region. I wasn't living for it. Jewelry was a 1, girl. She ain't have on no kind of jewelry that went with the dress. She had on everyday, going down to Walgreens, pick up my prescription jewelry. And I'm like, it's a no. It's a no for me. Kenya, face, 7. She wasn't giving me a lot facially. Hair was a 3. I can't do hair. I can't do her hair. I'm unable to. It didn't bless me. The dress, I'm going to give a 4 because I like the color. The yellow was beautiful with her complexion and all of that. The dress was ugly, though. And her jewelry, I'm giving a 1 because, girl, did she even have on any jewelry at all? Marlo's face was a 10. Her hair was a 10. The dress, I struggled to give it a 2. I gave it a 2 because I love lavender. But nobody wears pastels to the reunion. So I gave her a point for wearing a pastel to the reunion because that's not something people generally do. And another point just because I like lavender. Other than that, I can't give her anything else. She looked like scrubbing bubbles and it's a no. The dress was hideous. The shoes were awful. God awful. The shoes from afar was like, oh, okay, it's a pink and silver shoe. Up close, terrible. Truly terrible. Let's see. And my favorite, Portia. I don't know if you all know this. You should by now. My favorite color is purple. Well, my favorite color is gold. But gold is an illusion. But my favorite, we can put these two colors tertiary, basically. Color is, I was going to say primary, but that's incorrect. Is purple. And my favorite fabric is velvet. And honest to God, Portia 10s across the board. Hair, 10s, makeup, 10s, dress. I'm giving it a 10 because it's purple and it's velvet. I would have liked to have seen a bit of maybe a gold or maybe a jewel, something to break it up in the center, because it was like low cut to the point where it made her shoulders, look like they were expanding past where her hips are. And, what is it? J. Jolie already told us that the shoulders should match the hips. So it just didn't, I really wanted maybe like a jewel across not the waist, but the hips to give it like I don't know. I would have wanted a jewel across the hip though. The tiara was everything, her jewelry was everything. The entire look for me was everything I needed. And that's just simply that. Let's move on to what they talked about. Kenya said that they are expecting a little boy or a little girl at the end of the year. She did not say she was pregnant. So I'm not going to say Kenya is pregnant. I'm going to say Kenya and Mark are expecting a little boy or a little girl at the end of the year. When they tried to ask her more about it, she said it's very early on. She said that, she just wants a healthy baby. But I don't remember her saying anything about a pregnancy. So they are expecting a child. I'm not going to say they're pregnant. That's not what I'm going to say. They went through a segment of all the faces the girls have had, and okay, Nene's face has changed the most. Candy's style, thank God, has improved the most. And Cynthia has always looked absolutely stunning, then and now. That's just simply that. They do Candy versus Portia again. I'm on Portia's side with how many times and how many ways does she need to tell you she's sorry? And everybody's always trying to give, you can say you're sorry, but it's not genuine. It's not up to you to decide whether or not the apology is genuine. It is up to you to decide if you would like to move on with the friendship. And if you would like to move on with the friendship, accept the apology, and let's see what the behavior exhibits from henceforth. I don't have time for all of this. She needed to have apologized to you upside down, on one hand, with an eye patch on, in a thong, playing a kazoo. Every bit of what Candy is trying to say is lost on me, because yes, girl, she did you dirty. But if you want to maintain a friendship with her, then go ahead and accept the apology. If you don't, then say, I don't want to maintain a friendship with you, and we can move on and go other places. I don't have to keep coming back to you with I'm sorry over and over again. If I say it, then I meant it, because I don't say things I don't mean. Now I've made this about myself, but still, if I say it, I meant it. Girl, what is going on? What is this? Oh, okay, get in there. Get where you need to be. Alrighty, you didn't have a hall pass. Get right on where you need to get back to class. Thank you. If I say it, then I meant it. And I assume that if somebody's saying something to me, it's something that they mean. So if you apologize to me, I will take it as you're apologizing to me genuinely, or I will take it as I feel like you fake and you phony and we don't need to fool with each other no more. And that's just that. I'm not finna go back and forth with Candy and Portia too much more. I'm not. Honest to God, I feel like Candy still sexually wants Portia, which it's explained. It's easy to explain. Portia's absolutely stunning. It's not lost on anybody that you would want Portia sexually. She's gorgeous and her body is everything and all of that. Yes. I feel like the problem is I still want to have sex with you, so I'm gonna, do I'm still mad at you, and then we can make up later, instead of just saying I don't want to be your friend no more, because that's not where she's at. She don't want to not be this girl's friend. She just want to be in her pants and carrying on, and I'm not involved in that. That's just simply what I'm saying. Somebody tweeted and brought up Mama Joyce speaking to Portia and hugging Portia and all of that. And I asked that same question earlier in the season when I was reviewing the show. I asked the same question, and when Escape, Still Kicking It was on, and Mama Joyce walked right in and hugged Tamika other one, not Tamika Tiny. I had the very same question. So this girl got on the radio. You heard her on the radio bad-mouthing your daughter, talking about who all she done did it with and who daddy she done did it with and carrying on, and you walk up and hug her. Just like you saw on TV, Portia and Phaedra talking about your daughter and how she and Shamia probably sleeping together and this, that, and all of that, and walk up and hug her. I need to understand what's going on between Mama Joyce and these women who have been on TV, seen on TV, doing something or saying something, fraudulent, sure, about her daughter, But then when Carmen ain't do nothing, here she go going off on Carmen. Todd ain't do nothing, and here she go going off on Todd. It don't make sense. It don't make money, nor does it make sense, and I'm tired. Kenya ain't met her husband's family. She talked to them on the phone. She said the problem is they live in another state. Like, she don't live in Atlanta and he don't live in New York. I'm lost. So y'all can be married and commute back and forth, but y'all can't take a weekend and go meet his mom and daddy. Okay. All right, sure. They are so loud, Jesus. I would like to know why Cynthia is sitting between Portia and Kenya again. Why? Because if something pops off, then, you know, here she go with her titty flying again. Like, let's not make the same mistakes. But, you know, we know ain't nothing gonna pop off because it wasn't on the in the trailer. Let me see. Kenya said she didn't tell Cynthia about her marriage because Cynthia can't hold water. And everybody was sitting there like, I ain't never known Cynthia to spill my tea. Like, never knew it. Even Nene was like, I've never known Cynthia to not be able to spill water. Let me rethink some things. And Cynthia was hurt by that, and she was just like, I don't understand. And I'm like, why are you chasing after this child? This Cynthia following after Kenya reminds me so much of on R&B Divas when Dawn from En Vogue, whatever her Robinson, Dawn girl from En Vogue was following behind Kelly Price like she was. Like, you are the elder. Why are you following this child? That's like if I get famous and now I'm following behind Zendaya or China Anne McClain or these younger people. Like, for what? I'm the elder. Like, I'm not gonna follow behind you. I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, child. What else? Oh, okay, so Kenya's husband doesn't have a nose ring. He has a piercing. Now, when I went and got my nose pierced, they pierced it and then they put a jewel in it. And the stud in my nose was called a nose ring. Now, I do have a hoop in my nose now, which is also called a nose ring. So I don't know where Kenya was trying to take it with that. It sounded like she was trying to defend some homosexuality to me. But that's all I got. And I'm going to call y'all bike next week for part 2. But as for me and my house, I'm finna go review Potomac. So I see y'all there. Peace.